You listen to BBC Introducing in Sussex and Surrey with Melita Dennett. Really pleased to say that Bridget and Chris from Battery Operated Orchestra join us now in the studio. Thanks so much for coming in.
Hello.
Pleasure to be here.
It's a pleasure to have you. First of all, I've got to ask, because our text line has been going ballistic with people stateside. How do you have such a huge American following? And I can't believe you're kind of hopping on the boat from New Haven just to pop over to America. Where have they all popped up from?
It's a good question.
I have no idea.
I really don't know. I think
them.
there's kind of the synth pop scene has a small but dedicated following, and word gets around about the bands.
Yeah,
that are in
totally.
it.
I mean, we're quite a small band locally, but I mean, yeah, globally, there's people all over the place.
Yeah.
It's a strange thing, isn't it?
I don't know. I think you're one of the biggest bands in New Haven, it has to be said.
Yeah, that could be true.
I wouldn't be so sure about that.
There's a lot of musicians
New
in New
Haven's
Haven,
up and
actually.
coming, you know.
Well, no, I do play it. The other New Haven acts are available. As a band, you are totally DIY. Everything you do, you make all your videos yourself.
Yep.
You do all your merch, all your music. Why have you gone down the DIY road?
We see it as a holistic sort of thing.
We're massive control freaks.
And we're
Come
control
on.
freaks. But with
How
the
many
whole
videos have we
artistic
made?
process,
It's about
36, I think?
36 music videos, and that's not
Yeah.
counting all the other little bits and bobs we've done as well. So that's a lot of
We
stuff.
enjoy it. It's the whole creative process. Music is intertwined with visual art for us, and video is part of that, and making the CDs by hand is part of that.
Totally. Although it's becoming a little bit tricky now, because selling more and more units means make more and more units, which means your fingers are going to start bleeding very soon, and you're going to have to put aside a month to make this one. So I think we may be coming to the end of that part of the
We'll
DIY.
probably start splitting it, some handmade and some manufactured.
Right. Okay. Now, you do your regular Boocast, which is your podcast. Tell us about that.
Yeah.
Well, we started this Boocast just simply to document the recording of album number 5. Yeah, count them. And so we started doing that, and we've gone on to basically become like Blue Peter with synthesizers.
Yeah.
And not only following that, we've just ordered some Boo Peter badges for our followers. In fact, if you do
Exclusive.
something nice for us, you get a Boo Peter badge, and they're going to be great. But yeah, it's once a month, first Monday of every month.
And we just give advice, well, not advice, but how we've done stuff over the years, from making CDs and T-shirts to how we've set up our studio, how we do our live rig.
Yeah.
And hopefully it will be helpful for other people. How to do PR.
How to do PR. So this
DIY
is something
bands have to do.
Most all bands, nobody has a clue how to do this kind of thing.
Tell
so
me about it, yeah.
Yeah, we kind of shared everything we've learned in the last 10 years.
You have to wear many hats when you're doing it all
Yeah,
yourself.
it's not easy.
Hopefully it's useful for people.
Yeah.
So you've got a new compilation album coming out on Go2 Records on this Friday, isn't it? Tell us about your
Yeah.
compilation.
Tomorrow.
Tomorrow.
It all came about.
That's going to be more sticking and posting.
Yeah, it was
No. This time it's not down
It's
to
not
us.
in our hands, because we met this lovely guy called Finley Shakespeare at Superbooth in
That's
Germany.
Right. Now, Finley Shakespeare is a fantastic electronic musician in his own right, and he's also a designer of synthesizers. He just made the Malevolent. If any of you out there are synthesizer fans, you'll know what I'm talking about.
Or you're going to get all nerdy on us now.
Oh, yes. But he's started a label called Go2 Records, and he just got in touch with us. We were thinking, it's 10 years. We need to do something special. We need to do a compilation. We need something special to mark this. And we didn't get around to it because we're too busy making new stuff. Finley phones us up and says, would you guys like to put something out, maybe a compilation? And we just went, well, clearly we have to
Absolutely.
do this.
Yeah.
So that's happening tomorrow. So he's mastered it. It's all professionally done. It's made by someone else. We didn't touch a single...
We did design it.
We did design it,
Yeah. But it's going to be in Resident Records tomorrow, and it's available on Bandcamp and everything.
We've got to drop them into Resident tomorrow, by the way. So
Okay, well, that's all right for people in Brighton, but
true.
your fans in America have got to wait a little bit longer.
Well, they've already ordered quite a few of them.
Yes, I
They've
think-
got the deliveries. It's also on Norman Records, and you can get it on Bandcamp as
Yeah.
well from the Go2 Records page.
So
Yeah.
you only release your singles on Spotify, so for full albums, Bandcamp is the place to go for
Yeah, we basically don't really want to support Spotify because apart from their unfair distribution...
Steady on, Brie.
Well, I mean, we
This
don't
is
want
the
to stop
BBC.
people from listening to us. It's a difficult balance to
It
strike.
is,
You want
it
people
is.
to access your music, but Spotify, apart from their unfair distribution of royalties, are kind of actively destroying the music industry
Yeah.
in a way. They're turning it into sort of mood music for advertising purposes. They're killing the culture a bit. And
They give millions to Joe Rogan. I mean,
well-
you can see what they're more interested in. They're not really interested in music.
you. So
Yeah.
Bandcamp is your platform.
Oh,
And you
Definitely.
ask people to pay as well, because people really should be paying for music, shouldn't they?
Yeah, I mean, we do have some free pay what you want ones, which you can pay $0 for if you want, but
Yeah.
people tend to pay over the odds, which is really lovely.
Yeah, we're the same. I mean, really love something, we want to pay for it. And I think everyone feels that way. I think this myth that people want everything for free is a load of rubbish. I actually believe that people, if you can and you want to, you will pay for something that you care about, especially if you're directly supporting the artist.
Yeah.
You know?
And we have such a personal relationship with all of our fans because of this over the years. Like, we know the people who've been supporting us from the very beginning, and it's really special when we get to send those CDs to America and be like, well, it's going to Connecticut or wherever.
Hello to you guys over there on the other side of the pond.
Yes, thank you.
Can't wait for you to tour America and Australia as well.
Oh, wow.
We better start saving.
Yeah. God, those places are a long way.
They could just pay you, can't they? Yeah. So tracks tonight, we've already heard Nightclub Mishap, which is out with an amazing video that I mentioned. We've heard The Sea, we've got The Getaway and Fairy Tale. Are they available at the moment?
Yeah, so they're all available on the compilation, which is coming out tomorrow.
Yeah.
And everything except for Nightclub Mishap is available on different albums on our Bandcamp.
Yeah, but if you've never bought anything by us, you should go out and get the compilation. 17 tracks, handpicked by our fans and ourselves and Finlay Shakespeare, mastered by Finlay Shakespeare. And it's a bit of a sort of, it's not even a singles collection, it's sort of the tracks that moved people the most collection. And it's all in there. 11 quid, come on. Go for it.
Bargain. Chris and Bridget from Battery Operated Orchestra, thank you so much for joining us on BBC Introducing. Looking forward to your next couple of tracks as well. Cheers.
Thank you, Melita.
Thanks, Melita.
Callum, let's catch up with that old text line because we've got some love for Boo on it.
We do indeed. Hi to